What's up, Turtle fam? It's your girl TTsparkles here. Welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale YouTube video. And in this video, we are going to be going over the cube, which has just rolled over into Loot Lake. And yes, today it happened, and it was so exciting. I got to see it in game for you guys, and I have live footage. And we're also gonna do a lot of different tests, like 1, fall damage. 2, what happens when you shoot at it. 3, what happens when explosives go on it, because you know how you throw explosives and things bounce on it, like you know yourself, your player bounces on it. So what's gonna happen when we do grenades, C4 and rocket launchers onto this bouncy lake, as I'm gonna call it, the bouncy lake, and I hope it catches on because I actually like that name. And whether or not the map is actually going to change, because obviously it's purple and it's still blue on the map. I just realized that. But we're going to do a lot of tests, so if you do enjoy this video, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. So excited to go over with you guys what happened to this cube. So now, as you guys can see, I am in a playgrounds game, eating my popcorn, waiting for this cube to move. And it was actually really easy to track this cube's movement, because approximately every 28 minutes it moves, and with trackers like FNBR, I'm pretty sure, Fortnite Battle Royale, they're kind of like a website. I just want to make sure that I'm correct on the name of those guys. Yes, FNBR. Yeah, they actually do things like, 1, tell you each and every day what is going to be in the item shop online if you miss it, and they also did this tracker, so I was able to know exactly when the cube was going to move. I actually witnessed it move twice today. It moved in a total, well, obviously it moved more than twice. I just saw it move twice, and the second time I saw it, thank goodness I was recording the second time, because the first time it didn't really go into Loot Lake, but then I saw where it was, as you guys can see, at the very edge of going into Loot Lake, and I am like, it has to go into the water. And I didn't really expect it that too much, because number one, it you know, it's not even close, or that close. We still have a week before season 6, but look at this, it just rolls right over into the lake, and the entire lake starts to go purple. This was a crazy in-game experience, and I was so happy to get this on film for you guys. But as you can see, the entire lake is now just turning into whatever is coming off of this cube, and the cube is sinking inside what used to be a lake, and is going to soon turn this into a huge bouncy island, bouncy lake, whatever the name is going to become for this. But as you guys can see, the cube is almost inside, fully in the lake, and I don't even know where it's going, because obviously you can easily walk on the lake. It's not like the lake is too deep, but it's just going all the way and disappearing into the lake. And as you can see, here in a few seconds, I start to try to shoot at the actual cube. Nothing happens when I shoot at it. It just is going down into the lake, and if I look around, the entire lake by now is purple. And there you have it. That is basically the mini event that we had. And look at that. Wow. And then that's just when it's fully done, it's fully over, and the entire lake is now purple, bouncy, and I had to get on it. I was wondering if it was gonna hurt you, of course, because a few times the cube would hurt you, but of course now we know that this is absolutely safe at the moment, and you can just bounce on it. And it makes so much sense, because I actually like this area, and a lot of people don't like this area solely because getting across the lake to rotate to other places is kind of difficult. So now being able to just bounce across and still having Loot Lake here does make everything a bit easier. Now, there was some speculations that there was probably going to be a volcano here, and obviously looking at this, making it seem like everything's over, but you never know. Those volcano leaks could be true, because previous leaks from like everything before have been real. Some leaks are real, so you never know if that volcano thing is still alive, or if this is just it and it's over, and I don't know. obviously, you guys probably do feel like something else has to happen solely because we still have a few more days to wait for the next season. But here's the first test. I'm going to be throwing grenades onto the brand new bouncy lake, and it just bounces. It just keeps bouncing. It's literally like when you throw that pebble into the water and it keeps bouncing, which is pretty cool. So you're not going to be able to effectively throw grenades at people, but you know, no one really is going to be doing that anyways. Next one is the new spiky thingy. I don't even know what it's called. Spiky port. Well, it's only found in playgrounds, so this will not be in the actual game, but you can imagine this is also a porta fort and it will have the same effect. I throw it onto the bouncy lake and it forms, so nothing really stops it from forming. You have the bounciness in the middle, the full-on structure. So I assume in the real game you'd be able to place some porta forts or some porta fortresses onto the lake and everything would be okay. So I was really wondering what would happen if we threw some more stuff onto the lake. So I decided for our next test, we're going to test out bouncing with impulses. That's right, it was kind of difficult because of course you cannot stand without jumping up and down. So I had to kind of place walls around myself. But if you actually because the impulse bounces up, so if the impulse hits you and blows up in the air, you actually will go flying. So if you time it correctly and you're trying to get away from someone while you're on the lake, then you actually could go really far. But of course, it's never going to be that easy. It's difficult. As you can see, I had to try many times to get the right shot, and it was difficult. So I don't recommend you try this. There's probably better ways of getting across this quicker, but it's kind of a death trap if the person shooting you that is not bouncing has good aim, because you can barely build and you're just an open target. But there you go, that's what's happened. That's what happens when you throw an impulse onto this lake. Now this one is awesome. I threw these rocket launchers onto the lake and they just fully went up into the air. I actually did not expect that to happen. I don't know what I expected to happen, but this is definitely cool. It just bounces right back up into the air. Same thing that the C4s do, that the grenades did, is just keep bouncing, and you can blow them up whenever. So I guess if you have someone right in front of you and you throw the grenade or the C4 right next to you, and it will keep bouncing, and you choose when to blow up the C4 when it gets right next to them. That's a good strategy. And for these rockets, well, I'm just excited to see what people are gonna do with that. But that is an amazing feature with this brand new bouncy lake. So some more things I want to test is fall damage, because who knows if you're going to die or not, and the answer is you will not die. So if you fall from a high place and you land on this lake, you will not die. But that's all of the tests for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. Here's a good overlook of our brand new bouncy lake in Fortnite Battle Royale, and it looks amazing. So nice to see that we have a good way to get over across the lake. But what I want you guys to tell me in the comment section down below is, what do you think is going to happen prior to this? Do you think anything else is going to happen, or is this done for Season 5, moving forward onto Season 6? My name's TTsparkles, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!